Hello, good evening and welcome to Weekend Prime. My name is Daniel Lutaaya. We are live on air, online and on Facebook. Here are the headlines. A silent return for Dr. BESIGYE from his second trip in just under 2 months.
The officials have read to you. It is the president, the vice president, the speaker of parliament.
Uganda police says no more sirens for privileged persons. The Bank of Tanzania takes over control of Twiga Bank Corp Limited, following in Uganda's footsteps. United draw against Burnley. Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho and Ander Herrera sent off as they failed to keep their calm. Once again, a warm welcome to Weekend Prime. We're live on air, online and on Facebook. The retired Colonel Dr. BESIGYE, the former FDC presidential candidate in the February 18th presidential elections, has returned from his second trip out of the country in just under 2 months. He arrived this morning at Entebbe International Airport silently.
Why are these controversies?
Mwami Museveni abadde yeetala mu kibuga ng'agaba ssente alowooza embeera ejja kukakkana. N'olwaleero nkomyewo nga tebaagala mpite mu kibuga kubanga bakimanyi nti ekibuga kyokya. Bassebo ne banyabo nabagamba dda kasookedde tuva mu kalulu. Tulina mulimu gumu gwokka gwa kulwanirira buwanguzi bwaffe. Tewali kirala kyonna. Tetulina mulimu omulala gwonna kujjako kulwanirira ki? Obuwanguzi bwaffe. Ate ekinzizaamu amaanyi bwe ndaba ng'abantu bakyalemedde ku nsonga buli gye tuyita yonna. Mugume buli mbeera y'ensi yaffe. Buli mbeera y'ensi yaffe tugisomye era tugimanyi. Tumanyi kugikwata mu ngeri bw'enaakola ki? Bw'enaagenda mu maaso. Era mpulidde wano nga bampaabira nti sukaali atuuse ku mmeka. agenda mu nnya 10 nyakati tebinaba kubanga teri atabawa ssente okujjako nga bamaze okuvaawo embeera eryoka ekole ki
Dr. Kiza BESIGYE, as he returned earlier on in the day from a trip abroad. Uganda Police has come out to clarify on categories of vehicles and personalities who are allowed to use car sirens and lead vehicles. Police spokesperson Andrew Felix Kawesi revealed that it is only the President, his Vice President, the Speaker and her Deputy Chief Justice and the Deputy Prime Minister's cars, ambulances, police cars and fire brigades, and only emergency vehicles that are allowed to use sirens and get the right of way. We have the details.
Police spokesman Andrew Felix Kawesi has revealed that the increasing traffic jam and misuse of roads has prompted the Inspector General of Police, Kale Kaihura, to clarify on the regulations on the rights of way.
Inspector General of Police has noted with serious concern the degree at which motorists abuse the use of motor vehicle sirens, roof lights, and the right of way, which is an abuse and is done with total disregard of the traffic and road safety law and regulations. The abuse has not only caused public outcry, but has also led to heavy traffic jams and accidents on highways leading to Kampala capital city, especially on Entebbe Road.
Kawesi revealed that only ambulances, police cars and fire brigades have to use sirens, but only in emergencies, and any non-compliant driver will be apprehended.
The President, the Vice President, the Speaker of Parliament, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Chief Justice, the Deputy Chief Justice, and the Prime Minister. Those are the categories that are not in direct line of emergency, like ambulances. But the emergency vehicles are known: ambulances, police responding to emergencies, and police responding to fire. All those are emergencies, but they should only do it if there is an emergency.
Kawesi also revealed that religious and cultural leaders do not have a right of way on the roads.
Line ministry to authorize them. If they are not in that category, they are doing it wrongly. If your father is not on this category, please find that is out of this.
Kawesi added that a special unit has been put in place to oversee the implementation of this law.
All private, government and security officials who have who have illegally installed sirens, roof stock flash lights on their motor vehicles should immediately remove it. 4. The traffic police has been directed to form a squad that will monitor, impound, arrest, and prosecute drivers of such motor vehicles that abuse this traffic regulation.
He, however, urged those wishing to be accorded special status on the roads to apply to the relevant authorities for consideration.
The Inspector General of Police, therefore, guides and directs as follows. 1. The above abuse is criminal and should stop forthwith. 2. Any person who has been using sirens and roof lights for purposes of getting the right of way and does not fall under the above mentioned categories should seek authorization from the Minister of Works and Transport in accordance with the section 123 clause 5 of the Act, and the Act means here the Traffic and Road Safety Act.
This adds on police's rhetoric on sirens and lead cars. Only time will tell whether the new enforcement will indeed bite. This report has been compiled by Andrew Kagwa for WBS TV Prime News.
Thanks a lot, Andrew Kagwa and the team. The Operation Wealth Creation, an intervention that was implemented by His Excellency the President, is changing lives of many in Gulu district. The farmers who planted mainly maize and beans praise the Operation Wealth Creation program. Let's go to Gulu.
Justin Achiro received maize seeds from the Equator Seeds in Gulu and planted 4.5 acres of garden in Owolo village in Paliro sub-county in Gulu district. She received 40 kilograms of maize seeds from Equator Seeds in Gulu and planted last August. Her maize germinated very well, and Achiro is expecting the harvest of more than 60 bags of maize when ready. Achiro calls other farmers from her village to always get seeds from Equator Seeds and plant so that their livelihoods may be changed. George Okan, a bean farmer in Luwobo in Unyama sub-county, received 10 kilograms of bean seeds and planted them 2 months ago. He said there should be continuous contributions of seeds to farmers under operation. Francis Nyoko, agriculture officer in charge of Unyama and Pecho sub-counties in Gulu, says many farmers in his sub-counties have embraced the Operation Wealth Creation.
The agricultural officers are advising them. As company, we are also advising them. This is money. This is a source of livelihood to many. We have to work hard. We have to supervise the farmers. This is to the agricultural officers at the sub-counties. Please let us work with these farmers. We ensure that whatever the government has put in as input, the results are seen. Because we are paid as a company, yes. We are paid, we are in business, we appreciate. But what is the outcome out here? So the joint monitoring of today is giving us a lot of ideas. We shall give our report to the district. As a company, we shall also find a way of working with these farmers.
You are watching Weekend Prime live on air, online and on Facebook. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
The new Fuso construction track FJ2523 6x4 tipper. The 16cm cubed, approximately 18-ton payload tipper comes with a package full of benefits, all for you. The new Fuso FJ engine is fuel efficient, lowering emissions. Its fuel pumps are oil lubricated to reduce tear and wear, thus increasing efficiency and longevity. This ultimately makes the Fuso FJ tipper a low maintenance cost track. The new Fuso tipper comes with 9-speed transmission gearbox, a larger clutch plate, plus a differential lock to overcome one wheel spinning, making the Fuso easier to drive through slippery roads. The Fuso FJ tipper further rewards you with exceptional loading capacity and comfort, has extra heavy-duty rear suspension and rear axle for heavier load, and standard front and rear anti-roll bars to increase stability and safety. The driver's cabin is designed for comfortable, safe driving. The cabin includes fold-down bank where the driver can rest during breaks, reducing fatigue. The new Fuso construction track is built from a state-of-the-art Daimler manufacturing facility. Get it from Spear Modules at a very competitive price.
Back to Weekend Prime. We're live on air, online and on Facebook. The National Resistance Movement has been the longest serving government ever in Uganda. But what is the story behind this popular movement, and who are those who laid the foundation for it? We go down memory lane to the bushes of LUWERO in Weekend Prime history tonight.
If you have got a government which has closed off all other channels of peaceful change, what else could we do except to surrender, to resign ourselves to slavery? And we couldn't do that as long as the people were willing, because this is their own war. The people are actually the ones who urged us on to fight. If we do not have this support, we would never have started such a war. So it is to the people's benefit themselves. And the fact that they have been able to bear this suffering, as we have seen, is a testimony to to the fact that this is their own war. These people are just using us. We are the instruments. If we had not started the war, we would have been declared traitors. We studied the dynamics of the situation. We knew that although we had 27 armed people, but we represented millions of potential soldiers. These thousands here, they were all civilians, all peasants. Many of them were peasants. So although the 27 armed people were a small number, they represented a huge force of potential soldiers. And we knew that with the correct tactics, we could enable the 27 to mobilize the millions who were on our side, but were not properly organized. These thousands here, they were all civilians, all peasants. Many of them were peasants. So although the 27 armed people were a small number, they represented a huge force of potential soldiers. But also I've been organizing among other strata, like for instance the intellectuals from the towns, and also in the working class, and also the big businessmen. We also mobilize among them. As you can see, people of our external committee, many of them are middle class people. So we educate everybody who is willing to work with us.
Kati ya anakuja hivi kwa njia hii, unajua wakati anafika hapa kwanza na sasa pale tunaweka huko.
Line position. That's it. Conductor. Section, put it. Section, put it. Section, put it. Section, charge.
We have reached the stage of mobile warfare, where we can be able to employ relatively big units, brigade strength units, battalion strength units. Of course, we still also use the old small tactics of company, section, level type of operations.
It's just advancing consciously. Because we are expecting the enemy. Just now in front of us.
It is estimated to 15,000. 10,000 being killed or massacred, and 5,000, about 5,000 have died from disease.
But Obote is killing everybody, the peasants, the working class, young children. So on the side of human rights, the repression of Amin did not go as deeply as the repression of Obote.
I was staying in Makinde. I witnessed a number of people, innocent people, who were killed there, who were always being tortured in the army cells. And even my fellow army people, army men, were killed there. Those who appeared to UPC royalists as sympathizers of other political parties just were being arrested and tortured and killed in the broad daylight.
That he runs away from Obote, who is killing them, has been killing them, is killing them, even recently was sharing them. That he will be hiding until the war ends.
Abana nchabamu nebaduka nebakwata mama wange nebamutta nente nebazitwala ne sente nebazitwala onwaba mulalo gwe bali basise omulalo waffe bwe yajja n'agamba mama wamu bamusonyiwa nebagamba gweddayo omulalo najja n'atulagirira mama waffe gyafiiridde netujja netumuziika ne taata.
This place is a graveyard, one of the few which have recently been discovered in Kampala. This one exactly is in LUWERO barracks. Mainly those were those suspected to be the sympathizers of the people Obote called bandits.
The common characteristic is that a popular cause, which is very popular, but backed by initially irregular forces which are not regular armies, and which are not as armed as the establishment army, by using guerrilla tactics, eventually they build up enough strength to overwhelm the enemy.
For this weekend history. We'll be taking a short break. We'll be right back with business.
Energy drink. Feel the positive energy.
It's business as usual. Hello, my ninjas. You know, now that I have a show on DSTV, I keep getting ninjas stopping me on the road asking me questions like, how come my remote does not work? As if I am the batteries in their remote. So now I'm driving to DSTV because when my ninjas ask questions, I have to find the answers. Eh? This is my kind of office.
Who are you?
You can see me, star of DSTV. My ninjas want more from DSTV, and when they ask, I have to deliver. Actually, I need to get back to work. So do you think that is something you can do? Continue. So, that's how we can give people the best content with more sports. As if you have pulled it out of my mouth. Out of my mouth. It's like you are reading my mind. It's wonderful. One of the best ideas I've come up with in like a year right now. It's business unusual. My ninjas. Hey!
Welcome back. In business, the International Labour Organization, in partnership with the Federation of Uganda Employers, has trained youths from all regions of Uganda in pursuit of curbing unemployment among the young people. This 2-week training is dubbed Training of Trainers, where the trained teams are meant to pass on similar skills to other young people under the International Labour Organization project for youth of Start and Improve Your Business, SIYB.
Robert Mawanda, National Project Coordinator, International Labour Organization, says that this training of trainers is purposely geared towards equipping a section of young entrepreneurs with skills to reach out other youth.
Majority of the trainers are young people. They're all below 35 years. And their responsibility now is to go out into the field and reach out to these young people. So on average, if each of the trainers reaches out 40 people, multiply that by 17 new trainers, we shall have reached over 600 new young people.
Robert adds that the number of trainers tutored is smaller, expressing a hope for a bigger number in the future since they are being hampered by insufficient resources to handle a large number of training. Therefore, the small team is adequately equipped with training skills.
Trainers are still few, but even as they say in Christianity, only 11 people helped Jesus to spread the Christianity. So we are not so much after numbers, but we are looking at competent people who will be able to deliver. So with these 17, for the past 6 years, we've reached over 600 trainers.
Douglas Opio, Head of Police and Research, Federation of Uganda Employers, advises that starting and improving business projects benefits all categories of people, including those starting businesses and those who are already in business, since many businesses moving still have constraints.
The first module of the training focuses on generating your business idea. So if you're someone who would like to start a business but you do not know which training, which kind of business you could start, there is a module that specifically focuses on that, and that is the generate your business idea. So it helps, we target young people between the ages 18 to 35 years.
Participants who went through the training of trainers applauded the International Labour Organization and Federation of Uganda Employers for this opportunity, since their focus is aimed at training fellow youth in villages on how to start and sustain a business.
Go back and empower my people in West Nile. There are people who are coming from eastern part of Uganda. They are also going back to do the same. There are those from western Uganda. There are those from central. So we want to appreciate the contribution of these two stakeholders, key stakeholders, that is International Labour Organization, for bringing us together.
Generate your business idea as a starting point. Then we came to start your business. Then improve your business. Those are the three elements that we touched. We touched all the basics, nothing was left out.
And the knowledge that I'm ready to share with the rest in the community over there. This training has been so really grateful that it will help to address the level of unemployment in the different societies where we are. So with this training, the way we are going to run it, we have a training cycle where we're going to market this program.
This story was compiled by Eric Wakabi.
Thanks a lot, Eric and the team. The Bank of Tanzania has taken over the control of Twiga Bancorp Limited. In a statement released yesterday, the country's central bank said the undercapitalization of the bank was a threat to the whole banking stability East Africa's second biggest economy. To avoid further spillage, the central bank acted by invoking powers granted to it by the Constitution and also suspended all the top administrators of Twiga Bancorp Limited. The Bank of Tanzania has accordingly appointed Mr. Nkanwa G. Majina as statutory manager with immediate effect to handle all matters pertaining to the bank. Meanwhile, the bank will also remain closed for 1 week as the arrangements for new operations are being laid out. In the neighboring country, that is Uganda, the fourth largest bank, Crane Bank Limited, was taken over by the central bank, also due to undercapitalization last week. Well, let's take another short break and return with the latest from the international scene. You are watching Weekend Prime.
This weekend on WBS TV.
And what are we offering? A bold agenda to improve the lives of people across our country.
I was elected President of Ireland in 1990 and served for 7 years, during which the Irish economy grew.
Okimanyi omukazi bw'afuna obuyinza abalagala nga kadalidali. Omukazi afuna obuyinza lwa busobozi so si lwa bukazi. Omanye ebyafaayo by'abakazi abali n'ababadde mu buyinza mu nsi yonna.
Women in Parliament have a great opportunity to shape the policies of a country.
Wegatte ku program Women in Power buli lwa Sunday essaawa 12:30 ez'akawungeezi wano ku WBS Television kwokka.
Welcome back. The FBI says it will investigate whether there is classified information in newly discovered emails related to Hillary Clinton's private servers, re-injecting one of the most toxic political issues into the presidential campaign less than 2 weeks before Election Day. The FBI had announced in July that its investigation into the Democratic presidential candidate's email practices had concluded with a recommendation of no criminal charges. Clinton's email probe in the matter. Let's have the details in this report.
It was not clear from Comey's letter where the new emails came from or who sent them or received them. He said he did not know how long it would take to review the emails or whether the new information was significant. Officials speaking to U.S. media said that the new trove of emails that will be examined by the FBI emerged from a sexting investigation of Anthony Weiner, a former congressman who is estranged husband of Clinton aide Huma Abedin. Officials told NBC News that emails were found on a laptop that Weiner allegedly used to send inappropriate text messages and pictures to an underage girl. Investigators also discovered that Abedin had used the same laptop to send emails to Clinton, and now they are checking those messages to see if there was any classified information on them, the sources said. Within minutes of news, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump used Comey's letter to attack Clinton on the campaign trail. He said the political system might not be as rigged as I thought now that the FBI has decided to investigate new emails found. At a rally in Manchester, New Hampshire, Trump praised the FBI, saying, "I think they are going to right the ship, folks." That is a new tune for Trump, who has repeatedly complained that the Washington establishment has rigged the political system against him. In response to the news, Clinton called the FBI to release all new information in its probe and said she did not think the agency would change its conclusion in July not to prosecute her. A year-long investigation by the FBI focused on whether Clinton sent or received classified information using private server located in the basement of New York home, which was not authorized to handle such messages. A new poll conducted before Friday's news gave Clinton a lead of 6% points over Trump. The Reuters tracking poll suggested Trump is losing support among women. The October 21st to 27th opinion poll found 42% of people who either voted already or expected to vote in the November 8th elections supporting Clinton, versus 36% backing Trump. Clinton's lead a week ago was 4 points.
Now moving on, at least 25 people have been killed, 6 of them police officers, in 2 days of violence around the town of Bambari in the troubled Central African Republic. The UN force MINUSCA has said 6 police officers and 4 civilians were killed in an ambush by armed men yesterday morning, while on Thursday 15 died in fighting on the town's outskirts between former Muslim Seleka rebels and Christian vigilante groups known as Anti-Balaka, Anti-Mashite, it said in a statement today. Well, that does it for the international scene. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with Prime Sport.
Are you planning a theatre production, National Forum, a screening event? Imagine your production going beyond the stage and broadcast live to thousands of viewers across the nation. Welcome to WBS Theatre. The WBS Television Theatre is fully equipped with modern light, sound, broadcasting and recording equipment. Everything you need for quality production is in place. The WBS Television Theatre has played host to a number of national forums, school events and theatre productions, among others. Our theatre booking terms and prices are very convenient and flexible. Book today and enjoy a discount. Visit the WBS Theatre today, located at WBS House Naguru. For more information, call 0414 344 313/4.
Welcome back in sports. The Arsenal increased the pressure on Sunderland manager David Moyes with a comfortable victory over a Black Cat side who remained bottom of the table and without a Premier League win this season. Alexis Sanchez put the Gunners ahead when he got in front of defender Lamine Korn to head in Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's cross. The dominant visitors had a strong penalty appeal turned down after Sanchez looked to have been brought down before Jermaine Defoe equalised from the spot after keeper Peter Cech had fouled Duncan Watmore. However, Arsenal reasserted their authority and lead with 3 goals in 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Olivier Giroud came off the bench to guide in a shot and then headed in a Mesut Ozil corner, while Sanchez's close-range effort was the signal for the home fans to start streaming out of the Stadium of Light. The win moved Arsenal top of the Premier League, but whether they stay there depends on how Manchester City and Liverpool fans fare in the later games.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, Bereen, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Coquelin, super movement again. Bereen, Elneny. Oxlade-Chamberlain dashing away from Watmore and aiming it in for Sanchez, and Arsenal are ahead. Alexis Sanchez darts ahead of his man. The breakthrough almost inevitable. My goodness me, they offer up prayers. Seasons hinge on moments like these, even in October. Jermaine Defoe, Cooley. Sunderland are staying alive. They found Sanchez running at Jones, whipped in by Gibbs. Giroud, 2-1 Arsenal. That just might be his first touch. Ozil to the near post, clever flick header. It's Giroud again, and Arsenal are pulling away. He's only been with us a second or two. Sanchez, what a lovely idea. Elneny. Ramsey.
I think performance overall was good. We had a good first half. Second half, we didn't start as fluent in the first 5-10 minutes, and after for 20 minutes it looked we could score every minute, you know, and every time something was missing, or the final ball, or the shot, or we didn't get the penalty as well, and suddenly you 1-1 what's happening in the Premier League, and then I believe we had gained a great response, and in the end, it was a comfortable win.
I thought it was tough because I certainly don't think we deserved to lose 4-1. We did because of part of our defending, but we'd worked hard, really hard to stay in the game in the first half when Arsenal were very good. We stuck at it, and I thought we grew into the game in the second half, and at that point we're probably the better team when we get back to 1 each. But their quality all over the pitch is always going to cause you a problem, and the minute you sort of open up, then they've got that chance of scoring.
Look, the manager has an easy credit when he has quality players on the bench, you know, so I believe that you do not need to be a special manager to make this kind of decision, because once we are 1-1, you have Olivier Giroud on the bench. I think everybody would make that decision.
Well, once we get 1 or 2 of the injured players back, that'll give me a few more options. You know, we're quite limited today to what we can do and what changes we can make. So hopefully we get a few of those players back, then that'll sort of give us a better chance of different selections and maybe different formations as well.
Well, Sunderland and David Moyes have not won a single game in the English Premier League, and they're bottom of the table. David Moyes was former Manchester United manager. And talking of Manchester United, the manager Jose Mourinho and midfielder Ander Herrera was sent off today as they failed to break down Burnley and lost more ground in the Parker Stars at the top of the Premier League. On a fractious afternoon at Old Trafford, United were left frustrated by a series of unsuccessful penalty appeals, a string of saves by inspiring Clarets keeper Tom Heaton, and the woodwork. Mourinho, who was incensed when John Flanagan was not punished for a challenge on Matteo Darmian inside the Burnley box, paid the price for allowing his frustration to boil over at half-time. Let's take a short break now. We'll be right back with a recap of tonight's headlines.
This weekend on WBS TV.
And what are we offering? A bold agenda to improve the lives of people across our country.
I
was elected President of Ireland in 1990 and served for 7 years, during which the Irish economy grew.
Okimanyi omukazi bw'afuna obuyinza abalagalanga kadalidali. Omukazi afuna obuyinza lwa busobozi, so si lwa bukazi. Omanye ebyafaayo by'abakazi abali n'ababadde mu buyinza mu nsi yonna.
Women in Parliament have a great opportunity to shape the policies of a country.
Weegatte ku program Women in Power buli lwa Sunday essaawa 12:30 ez'akawungeezi wano ku WBS Television kwokka.
In the headlines tonight, the retired Colonel Dr. Kiza BESIGYE returns home silently after a trip.
The gazetted officials have read to you. It is the President, the Vice President, the Speaker of Parliament.
Uganda Police clarifies on categories of vehicles and personalities to be given right of passage. The Bank of Tanzania takes over control of Twiga Bank Corp Limited, following in Uganda's footsteps. And it's a silent night at Old Trafford as United draw against Burnley. Well, that's all the time that we had for Weekend Prime tonight. For the Manchester United fans, it will be another silent night, 0-0 against Burnley. And for the Arsenal fans, good riddance on top of the table. But for how long, time will tell. My name is Daniel Lutaaya. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at WBS TV Uganda. Good afternoon. Good night, rather.